Well, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and it's my pleasure to rise in the Assembly today to speak to the motion, and it's really good to see the member from Saskatoon Centre get up on his feet and add to the discussion. I so enjoy his comments about mucking about and working in Wascana Park in the 1980s and painting things. It just warms the cockles of my heart to hear him speak about his past. But I find the motion a bit odd, Mr. Speaker, as it seems to imply that the Canadian National Institute for the Blind facility would somehow ruin the integrity of Wascana Park. Commercial development has always been possible in the park within the guidelines specified in the legislation and the principles of the Wascana Park Master Plan. Those principles will continue to guide the development throughout the park now and into the future. Any proposed development will continue to go through the proper approval process to ensure the integrity and objectives of the park are protected. The approval process for this project has been rigorous and all the proper steps were followed. Mr. Speaker, development is part of the Wascana Master Plan. Development can help bring more services, businesses, and attractions to the park, bringing in more residents and visitors. Now, Mr. Speaker, as you and all the other members know, I'm the MLA for Saskatoon University, so I'd like to take this opportunity to talk about the Meewasin Valley in Saskatoon and how smart development has enhanced Saskatoon, the river, and the community. Mr. Speaker, I was looking at the Meewasin Valley Master Plan 2014 to 2024, and right in the mission, it says, quote, recreation and development balanced with conservation, end quote. And I think that is a balance that Meewasin has really achieved. The Meewasin Valley in Saskatoon has some amazing developments, such as River Landing, the Ramey Art Gallery, Persephone Theatre, Optimist Hill, the Nutrien Wonder Hub Children's Discovery Museum, the new Nutrien Tower, the Bessborough Hotel, and so much more. Mr. Speaker, River Landing was designed to reclaim the riverfront with development of a new park, the Ramey Modern Art Gallery, a live performance theatre, and the Prairie Wind Landmark. The riverfront includes a pavilion building, which is a seasonal concession, the amphitheatre, which holds concerts, dance lessons, and more, art installations, and a water play feature. If any members of this Assembly have been to Saskatoon's downtown, they have undoubtedly seen our new and beautiful Ramey Modern Art Gallery at River Landing. The new building was made possible by the generous donation by Ellen Ramey on behalf of the Frank and Ellen Ramey Foundation. The 11,000 square meter Museum of Modern and Contemporary Art opened in October 2017. In 2018, the gallery has had more than 400,000 visits. And I'm sure the member from Saskatoon Centre would agree with me, it is a true jewel on the banks of our river. Mr. Speaker, Persephone Theatre is now located in the Ramey Arts Centre. The new location includes a 421-seat main stage, a 150-seat black box second stage, 2 classrooms, and 2 rehearsal halls. Persephone's seasons have grown to include a 6-play main stage series, a 3-play second stage series, and 6 productions for youth. With the development of River Landing, there has also been additional commercial development in the area to meet the needs of those
I would remind the member that the motion deals with the park here in Regina, the Wascana Centre, and I would appreciate if you would tie his comments into that. I recognize the member from Saskatoon University.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and with a little patience, I'm sure you'll see where I'm going with this. With the development of River Landing, there's also been additional commercial development in the area to meet the needs of those visiting, including Shift Restaurant, State and Main Restaurant, Good Earth Coffee House, and the Banks condo development. One of the newest additions to River Landing is the Alt Hotel by Le Germain. Well, Mr. Speaker, last summer, it was announced that Nutrien will be the anchor tenant in the new Nutrien Tower that will be in River Landing. The new tower is set to be the tallest office building in the province and the home of Nutrien's Saskatoon office. It will include a rooftop winter garden and patio, fitness center, and on-site conference facilities. The building will be environmentally sustainable and energy efficient, with developers targeting LEED Gold certification. The company's 400 employees will occupy the top 8 floors of the building. This is a very exciting development for Saskatoon and for the entire province. Now, west of these developments, Mr. Speaker, is the Saskatoon Farmers Market and Ideas Inc. It's a business incubator. A former electrical garage was renovated to form an indoor farmers' year-round home for the market in a beautiful setting, while also providing Saskatoon residents with ready access to high-quality food from local producers. Adjacent to the building is the Market Square, which allows for summer outdoor markets and special events. Attached to the south end of the building, another renovated structure has been turned into a business center, Ideas Inc., to include a business incubator to help young businesses grow and to create new jobs. Now, Mr. Speaker, I had the opportunity to speak about the grand opening of Optimist Hill in a member statement last week, but I'd also like to take the time to refresh members on this exciting new development in Diefenbaker Park, located in Meewasin Valley. Optimist Hill is a new state-of-the-art winter playground with affordable equipment rentals to make outside play easy and accessible for everyone in the community. Diefenbaker Hill had to add 30 vertical feet to make this dream possible. This winter, the ski and snowboarding hill, the terrain park, and tubing lanes are all open. This is just phase 1. Phase 2 of the campaign will build a permanent 4-season chalet with concession, lift ticket sales and rentals, and a beautiful view of the hill and the South Saskatchewan River. Now, Mr. Speaker, all of these great developments that are in Meewasin Valley absolutely tie into what's happening in Wascana Park.
We knew you'd get to it.
You knew I'd get to it sometime. Mr. Speaker, just steps away from many of these developments are restaurants, shops, and businesses. These amenities help provide services and attract a large group of families and visitors. Now, Mr. Speaker, again, the reason I'm going through all of these wonderful developments is not only for the information of this place, but it's also to show that these developments have improved the services, activities, and facilities around the riverfront while still maintaining the integrity and beauty of the trails and parks. They have followed their master plan and found the perfect balance between development and conservation. Residents and visitors to Saskatoon can enjoy the natural beauty of the river and the surrounding trails while also enjoying the services and activities and the businesses near the riverfront. Mr. Speaker, I think Wascana Park has also managed to maintain that balance between development and conservation. There are a variety of commercial activities in the park already, including the Willows on Wascana, Sky Bistro, Connexus Arts Centre, canoe and kayak rentals and food trucks, as well as Innovation Place, which hosts research and startup businesses. It is important that the proposed developments go through the proper approval process to ensure the integrity and objectives of the park. The approval process for the new building, which will house the Canadian National Institute for the Blind, was rigorous and all the proper steps were followed. Mr. Speaker, this is a very worthwhile project, as it will provide a much-needed home for the Canadian National Institute for the Blind, allowing them to dedicate their resources to providing valuable services for Saskatchewan people. Mr. Speaker, as I said before, it's all about balance between development and conservation. To ensure that the balance is being met, the Provincial Capital Commission Board informed our government that they decided to spend all further consideration relating to the Canadian National Institute for the Blind project due to the review being performed by the provincial auditor. The board is taking a cautious approach and wants to allow the provincial auditor time to conduct a full review before final approval of the project can be given. We are confident that the proper processes for this project have been followed, but agree that a cautious approach is necessary to ensure that is the case, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we trust in the provincial auditor, and as she and her team are reviewing this project, we are not going to prejudge her work. That's why, Mr. Speaker, I cannot support the motion brought forward by the members opposite. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.